I whispered you.
Oh, this area sucks. It's tiny, but yeah, we can be here.
That's why I asked for.
No, let's be here. Let's be here. A cool little
Yeah.
area.
Oh, officers on top.
Axe, you can help as well. There we go.
Okay, but I'll need a minute now, probably.
Yeah, no problem. We'll just keep inviting people, and when we're all here, we can start the meeting.
I need assist too to help.
Who are you? Oh,
In the raid.
this is cozy. You guys are missing out. You guys should come down here. Here, I'll mark myself so you know where we are. There is a staircase in the bank that leads down there. You guys don't need to go out. You can just go into the bank to find us.
Already done.
Oh,
Lol.
server restart in 3 minutes.
Oh my god.
Apologies.
Well,
Okay,
the
be right
raid
back.
should still be here when we log in.
How
Yep.
fitting.
Guardian, for how much does your meta heal you?
My what?
Your meta gem.
Oh. I think I looked up the spell. It's around 100 or something. I forget. You can just look up the spell. It's not the healing I wanted for. I think it's just the
Defense, yeah.
big defense rating, I guess. But heal helps a little, maybe.
More, I just.
I mean, I have a ton of different things that heal me, like a ton of talents and stuff that heal me. There's like a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't know. Healing isn't Warrior's strong suit, I would say.
True, true.
Diamond Flask Warriors from Classic would disagree with you.
I think I still have my diamond flask. I never used it once though.
Oh, it was ridiculous, right?
In
Warriors
vanilla,
rolling
vanilla
on.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Warriors actually rolled on spell power items.
Oh, that's
for,
funny.
for that trinket. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I love that stuff. Okay,
It was set.
after the reset. We'll start the meeting once everyone's online.
Everyone always tells that hunters, well, were the ones rolling on everyone in classic, but it was in vanilla rather, but it was actually warriors in classic.
Well, in classic,
I'm
almost
back.
everyone played warrior because they were the best fucking parsers and shit.
Yeah,
They
they
were
were.
really good.
They were broken. Yeah.
Or they scaled really well.
Oh, we have another server restart. Nice.
Yeah, another.
Yeah.
But we're not raiding, so it's fine. There's a possibility we might do a world boss at the end of the meeting if there's still time. Do that.
There will first of all there will be probably something with Team 3. Don't forget that.
The what X?
Yeah, we'll come to that point.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what? Are you downstairs?
We'll start when we'll start.
Ah, we're downstairs.
Grab a snack or coffee or whatever. You still have time.
Oh yeah.
Does someone have a character parked at Area 52? You should like log in quick and steal the engineering items. There's always other fuckers there. Camping that fucking spot. Fucking nerds. You guys should park alts there. Just so we can get free items.
Welcome to the restart.
Well, looks like a lot of people came. Not the whole guild, but enough people came. That's good.
Yeah, they can pass to everybody else.
Well, those that can in America,
make
it's still a bit unsuitable if they're on the West Coast.
Yeah, all of NA is sleeping. I'm not expecting them to come right now. Or they're working or whatever.
Yeah, they're working, they're not sleeping yet.
I Pony will take care of them.
Server's up again.
I haven't even managed to get out yet. It never kicked me out.
Actually, same. I think I have to alter for the game. Actually, paid.
Yeah, nice costume.
I'm using this guy.
My finger slipped.
Still not up the server. Whatever.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
You're
online right now.
online.
Why won't it let me in?
If you cannot
They're
log in,
special.
just close
Nah,
your
no.
client.
Yeah,
and
no,
log
it
in.
worked. Just a little hiccups.
And someone hicked up in game.
Okay.
I'm so glad we're inside so we don't have mounts everywhere. Alright, it looks like everyone's here. You guys want to start?
Anytime you're ready.
Yeah, you guys want to start? Okay. Well, thank you all for coming out. We kind of had to do this meeting like really soon because, as you've seen, rates are out now. So we have a lot of stuff to talk about, and we had a lot of questions from many people. So we figured we should probably bring them up now. We'll be bringing up a few topics, and then at the end of each topic, you guys will be open to throw a few questions at us, and we'll answer them. You could also interject mid explanation, like if you need something clarified, that's fine too. But yeah, let's get started. So first of all, rates are out now, so we kind of have to rush to prepare for them, and obviously the first two raids that will come out are Gruul's Lair and Magtheridon's Lair. Both of those. Yeah, Karasan is not coming out first, funny enough. So it's quite different from what we expected. But that will make it easier to make groups, because I think both of them are 25-man, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's just like every other raid we've been doing so far. We did do a poll for people for like which days they can raid and stuff, but it's still kind of most people can raid on the weekends. So to avoid confusion, we're gonna have Team 1 and Team 3 at least raid on the same days they did in Vanilla. So that's Team 1's gonna raid on Friday, and then let's see, Team 3. These are both EU teams, by the way. Team 3 is gonna raid on Sunday. That's it, Sunday. So what?
Fear Day. Rating on Fear Day.
What?
Forget it.
Good day.
German. Okay. Well, they'll be raiding on the same days, and we're gonna try to fill up those raids first.
There are prios. Team 1 and Team 3, and of course NA team.
Yeah, NA will try to get people for the NA team as well. They're doing Friday, but for NA, like Friday night for NA. So like not our Friday. It's I don't know. It's what time do they? Are they gonna raid on the same day and the same
Well,
time?
NA?
Actually,
NA
yeah,
are
NA.
going to raid 1 a.m. server time ish.
So that's the same as before.
Same as before. 1 or 2
Okay.
depending on the summertime
Perfect.
shit.
Yeah. All right, perfect. So yeah, first of all, for preparing for Gruul and Magtheridon, those fights kind of require a little bit of coordination. So we suggest that everybody look up a few quick guides, you know, to look what you have to do and stuff. Especially for Magtheridon. Gruul Slayer we can kind of figure out, but still, we need a lot of stuff for Gruul as well. Also, you need to have a range add-on for Gruul specifically. We hope you have a good deadly boss mods that shows you an actual radar that updates fairly fast. So try to get a good deadly boss mods add-on working. We actually have a link to a good one, right?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we should have on our Discord, and the one we are posting is the one with the radar. Yes.
Okay.
That we were using in AQ.
There's a little issue with the DBM right now.
Yeah.
Bellany hasn't updated the Magtheridon one because the DBM can't read boss emotes, and that's how you initiate most of the timers. So it's just kind of dead for Magtheridon. It doesn't even initiate until he fixes it.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that's that's why I was making the weak
It's
wars.
almost impossible without it to do coordinate 25 people.
Yeah, so I was making the weak wars. They'll probably get them done today or something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a link to your specific weak auras add-on? Because I don't know if mine is working right now.
Not yet. It's just not done yet, so I haven't bothered linking it.
Okay. But yeah, get the appropriate add-ons and watch guides and yeah, just start preparing. You know, we're pretty close to raiding, so we're gonna raid this weekend. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Gonna be fun to raid again. Been a while.
We first need to form our teams, though.
Yeah,
We're still
that's
a bit thin on the signups, and I'm really thin on healers.
So yeah, the signups. That's the next topic.
Yes.
For the people who don't know how the signups work, if you scroll down in our Discord, there's different what do you call them? Sections.
Raiding.
Ratings. It says Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, and Team 4. There are signups right under those. There's sign up channels where you can see sign up EU, sign up EU, and sign up Team 3. That's where you can sign up for the EU teams. And then there's a sign up for the NA1 under Team 2. We need people to sign up to as many raids as possible right now so we can see who to bring where. So if what's up?
Yeah, even though you can sign up for Friday and Sunday, and if you can make on both with your alt, sign up now so we can know for the future how our roster is looking up.
Yeah, because it feels like most people signed up to Team 1. Maybe they think, oh, that's the A team or something. That's not quite how it is here.
Switching in midweek, they were signed up for Team 3 and they swapped to Team 1.
Yeah, that's no. Sign up to all of the ones you can come to. Okay, we have a lot of people in the guild, so we need to fill up as many spots as possible, so as many people as possible can raid.
Yes.
So sign up to every day you can come to this weekend, please. Thank you.
For those who don't know, we raided before with 3 teams actively all around years, so we are planning to do the same, maybe even 4th, but for now we need to fill out 3 teams.
So if there's any guildie that's wondering about raids, just tell them to sign up to all the possible ones as fast as possible. The way we bring people into the raid is not going to be dependent on when you signed up, like time-based. Like that's not fair to some people. We'll just bring what's the most important, like the most important roles and stuff like that. For the most part, it will just be first come, first served, pretty much. But we'll prior the people who can only raid one day, and don't fucking lie about that, okay? If you're needed on Sunday, please come on Sunday. Like, doesn't matter which team you're playing with. Like, We're gonna all be using the same loot system. We just want to form teams right now, so please sign up to everything. Thank you. That's the first thing. Does anyone have any questions about how signing up works? Because maybe you haven't done it before. Like anyone. Like, don't be afraid to ask anything. It's kind of streamlined. It's pretty easy to use, so I think you'll figure it out. Alright, good. So I hope all the new people know that you have to sign up to the raids now to get invited. Alright, that's signups. I guess on the topic of signups, when you sign up, you will also be pointed to a website where you have to link your Discord, and then you can just type any character name and spec you have, and you can reserve an item for that week. We're going to be using a soft reserve +1 system for all teams, I think. So we all have. The website has a list of items, and it's going to show every single guy who signed up, and it's going to show you what item they're trying to get. And you can swap before the raid starts, but once the raid fully starts, we're going to close the reserves. So you can try to coordinate with other people if you're trying to fight over an item. Maybe you guys can be like, hey, I'm going to go for the pants, you go for the weapon, okay? Like, but it's all up to you. You can reserve whichever item you want, with the exception of one item, which we'll bring up later. But yeah, so you can reserve whichever item you want, and if that item doesn't drop that week, you will get a point for that item alone. That means if you reserve the same item the next week and you have the most points, you will get prior on that item. So this system kind of allows you to pick which items you want to go for first. But if there's no reserve, there's just gonna be it's gonna be free roll, or I mean, of course, spec prio, but it's gonna be a regular roll. So you can still get items even if items you're not going for, even if no one reserves those items. So it's kind of a fun system. We used it a lot at the end of vanilla in Team 3, and it worked really well. So yeah, I think you'll like this system. It gives a lot of power in your hands to pick which items you want to go for first. So yeah, we got that to look forward to. A pretty neat little loot system. No more loot council bullshit. What else?
We got a
I should-
question about the time for Team 3.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. When
I
is
have-
Team 3 actually gonna raid? That's a good question. Because
I
it's
agree
daylight.
with
It's daylight savings time now, right? For some countries.
Go ahead. What's the question?
Sorry.
Banana Girl asks, so back when we did AQ40, Team 3 had a different starting time, 17 server time, 19 Central European. Yeah, it would be really nice to have that time on Sunday, in my opinion, as people need to work on Monday.
Yes, I agree completely to that. Unfortunately, I was not here when we did the sign up, so there was just a mishap. But
Yeah, that.
if all the people who are planning to raid with Team 3 agree, we could push time 1 hour earlier than it is now, which would give us more time for progression, and we would finish up earlier when we are farming, so we can go to sleep earlier for Mondays.
So who signed up for Team 3 right now?
Not a lot. Let me take a look.
Yeah. What the idea we had, everyone who's interested in raiding with Team 3 should stay for a few minutes after this meeting, and all of you can discuss it then, maybe.
Yeah, we can discuss it. We can put a poll on Team 3 raid chat where people can vote for the time, and we can see precisely how many of them would like to raid 1 hour earlier, as most of us would.
As a final topic, then, at the very end of the meeting, we'll discuss Team 3 specifically about that. Meanwhile, Team 1 will still raid on the same time that we wrote down, I guess, because it's Friday. So should be fine for us to raid at that time, I think. I don't think anyone has a problem with 18 server time for Friday. But yeah, if you're interested in coming in to raid on Team 3, and if you need to raid 1 hour earlier, please stay until the end and we'll discuss that. Okay. On the topic of reserves and stuff, should we bring up the alt question, which was a pretty big question?
Yeah, one of the biggest right now. So
Yeah.
let's tackle it.
Sorry, I had to sip. Okay. So, in the past, in vanilla, we had a lot of spots filled up by other people's alts because certain roles like healer and other big roles we're kind of missing people for those, and so we had people come in on alts and geared them up, and thanks to that, all the raids could happen flawlessly. Like we just had people almost every week to do raids, and we had a system where you got core membership if you showed up enough times on that character, right? So the big question then was, do we let alts also get core so they also can get prios and stuff? And we decided, yeah, I mean, they're showing up every week and they're helping out. Like without them, the raid wouldn't happen. So the big question now is, will that happen again? And my guess is, or we decided that yes, we if there's a raid team that needs spots filled and there are the same people bring their same alts to that week every week, and they're helping out a lot, yeah, for sure. They'll be treated just as a main. But you got to keep showing up on that character. Like we don't want to see a lot of switching around because we'll track the character, not the person. So keep that in mind. That's very important. We don't want to spend a lot of resources gearing up a person only for them to switch to another character and try to get more gear on that guy. Like there will be chances for people to bring crappy alts to get the leftover loot, but for the most part, we only want the mains early on. So please,
especially at the beginning, yes.
and by mains, I do mean like, hey, if you have a healer alt, that can be your main for that team if you want to come every week if you have the time. So yeah, pick one main dude for that team pretty much. So for the people who want to use multiple characters in raid and they are prepared, they're well geared, yeah, please come and help us fill spots because this update came. Hold on, this update came pretty quick, so a lot of people didn't even know raids were happening this early. So we might need a few extra spots filled right now. Not everyone is ready to come back and raid just yet. We need to wait for them to come back. Yes, Army, what's up?
Yeah, I have a question about that because previously when we had that system where alts could be mains, we ended up in a problem that those alts had been mains in those teams so long that they actually took spots over new people who could have joined that raid team, but those people were turned down because those alts were already the core people there.
Yes.
So is that same thing going to happen again now?
Hopefully not, because we will also try to make a fourth team again on Saturday. So for people who really are craving some alt action, but there's not enough spot for them, because we got to bring the people who haven't raided. We're gonna try to get a raid going on Saturday as well, called Team 4, where we're gonna bring all the leftover people who don't have spots, but also we can fill it up with a bunch of alts that are like really geared and stuff. So we will try to make a Team 4 happen, and if it doesn't happen, then when Kara happens, for sure it will happen then, because Kara-san is like a bunch of 10-mans, right?
Yeah, Kara will be our main point for getting alts, like those extra alts, not the main.
But so yeah, if that becomes a problem, then we'll have Kara-san to catch people up and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so,
having the extra team doesn't exactly solve the problem that if you already have an alt who is a core position in a team, will you still make them give way to a new member if that new member can only raid that day? Like if the new member can't
I've done
join on
it in the
Saturday.
past personally. I've stopped playing on a few occasions to
Yeah,
let
you
other people
personally,
raid.
but are we going to, well, force other alts? That's the question here. If you can't skip, and I think that's a good question, but
It's a really
something
good
we
question.
can't answer now, right now.
Exactly.
I'm noting everything down right now. Anyways, that's be said,
Thank
and
you.
I'm writing that down, and we'll post it in Officer, and we'll
Right.
try to give you an answer the next days, within the next days.
I think I think a solution for that would be like asking if like I'm packing with Jubet in group 1 and it's my alt, that's main. I will be asked like can you raid on team 4 when new member joins, so we will be filling the alts.
Yeah, I
the
think
team
I
4.
think Team 4 could be a chance for us to swap people in and out
Yeah.
like that. Because like I don't think a person who like is raiding on an alt on a main team, I don't think they mind like if they can raid on a Saturday. I don't think some of us would mind moving to Saturday and raid with the alts there, because I mean the raids probably won't be that hard anyway. So making a team 4 with like a bunch of alts there and a few new people, I think they can totally beat these early raids. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. So I would encourage any leftover people that still want to use alts to try to play on Saturday if they want to play on extra characters, unless we really need you for like one of the main teams. So we'll try to get that going. But if it doesn't happen, then when Karasan comes, that's when Team 4 will really start.
I think in Karasan it's going to be like a team 6.
No, I mean we have multiple teams, but what I'm saying is the people who wanted to have a team 4 will definitely be able to raid when Karasan comes. We'll gear them up, and maybe, who knows, we'll have enough people for them to become their own 4th team for real, and they can start doing Gruul Mag, and then eventually Tier 5 when that comes out. But
So I got a
but
Just read up
question.
on
yeah, go
Mario's
ahead,
question.
Kudis.
So how are you going to deal with progression when people are in multiple raid groups?
What do you mean?
So if
Progression?
somebody's signed up on Friday, but they also have their main on a Sunday raid, but Friday wants to continue on to Sunday. So say they didn't clear their full raid, but they want to continue it. But that same clear day happens to be on the same raid day as their alt that they should be maining on Sunday.
I
Which
think
raid do they go to?
Team 1 would probably never have a second raid on a Sunday. They'll have it on a Saturday.
Well, that could
So
affect Team 4 now.
yeah, that's
Mm.
why you should,
We're not
you
gonna have
guys,
Team 4 at the
listen.
beginning.
Listen, you should see Team 4 as a leftover basket right now. It's not a full team right now, so don't expect it to happen. And even if you get in and they are raiding, if you on your main need to raid on an extra day, on that extra day, I think you would probably prio raiding, keep to finish the raid on your main. And
Okay, I'm just talking about possibilities in the future. So say like you put a vote to it when you guys want to continue, and they all chose Sunday. What happens when two people are on two different teams?
No, we
What are
will never do it on a Sunday because that would conflict with Team 3. That would mess it up. We would never do that.
Alright.
So, but
I got
the
that on recording.
yeah, the goal with Team 4 is to try to make it its own entity after a while, if possible. So if we have enough people and enough new people too, they should become their own team as well.
Another question.
Yes.
If we have people that are playing on Team Friday first, so they go in, they do their raid, they play, they have fun, but then they have a second main they've been coming on Sunday, but they're just kind of burnt out and stop wanting to come, should that be punishable?
That's what we'll have the attendance thing for, right? Or what do you mean, punishable?
Well, like, if they say, well, I already rated on Friday, I don't really feel like coming to Sunday.
Well, then
That's kind of fucking us over.
You shouldn't sign up then.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they did sign up, we saw it, and then they removed it, and we asked them, why'd you unsign it? And they're like, well, I already rated Friday, and I've just kind of been playing too much, and I don't want to play if I'm playing. Normally, if they just used that raid day on Friday, on Sunday, they wouldn't be burnt out. I'm saying like I've noticed people that have been raiding multiple days and playing a lot. There's burnout and they get kind of
Right.
cranky on Sundays.
Yeah,
So
well, officers will and team leaders will follow that up. We will see the performance of the people, and if needed, we're gonna let them know that they're not doing a good job or whatever is
Right.
in our power to correct it. And other people are allowed to let us know if something like that is happening and we are not seeing it.
all right,
But
yeah,
the
because it
max
seems
performance need to be
I'm not pointing
ensured
anybody out.
progress.
I'm just saying I've noticed on some occasions where like they come Sunday and they're like super tired because they've been playing like all weekend, and it's like their performance is just not as good as if they were just playing their rating one time. You know, on
For
Thursday.
progression, we're gonna
que-
require max performance.
I
And
mean, you
also
should
the
bring your
Question.
yes.
Sorry, Cooties, are we talking about important roles like tanks and healers that let the team down, or just damage dealers?
Anybody. It
Anybody.
doesn't matter who you
matter.
are.
It
Like
doesn't matter.
everybody has a role to do.
Yeah.
Well, Codis, team Friday will not have any alts. Will try to not have any alts at all in the main teams. So if you are, let's say, raiding on an alt on Friday and then your main on Sunday, I mean that's gonna burn you out, right? Try to be strategic with it.
I think it
Like-
doesn't, for Cooties' question, it doesn't matter if you're with your main on Friday and with your alt on Sunday or vice versa. I think it's just about
Yeah.
someone raids on Friday and on Saturday. Friday is the first raid day, they raid Friday, and then they are burned out for Sunday.
Yeah, we will monitor the performance.
I mean, we have
easy.
rules about behavior if people are disturbing, like
Yeah,
stuff
I
like
mean,
that.
I don't want to be like preventative, like, oh, I saw you sign up and you didn't sign up. What's going on? I'm saying like if we're raiding, they're like after like 2 wipes, they're like throwing like a hissy fit, or they're really upset and they want to leave, and then just want to quit. It's
That's
just kind
gonna
of
be
annoying.
punishable for sure. If you leave mid raid in the progression, of course you will not get a new spot again.
Yeah, we need to be able to handle wipes. Like, this is all new content for a lot of people, so there's a lot of trial and error that's gonna happen. We just gotta be used to it. But yeah, if you sign up, really try to show up if you're gonna sign up. If you know you can come, then do come. Like, don't screw the teams over by signing up and then not showing up. But really try to be smart about it. That's all we can say. I can't really make a rule about signing up, but be smart about it.
Yeah, and on top of Army's question, we're gonna also keep the track of the attendance for the separate raids.
Yes, we will.
So we will know exactly which character spent how many raids with which group, and that's how we will decide who gets a spot, loot, and everything.
Yeah.
But I think you don't punish if you have real reason to leave middle of raid.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, real reason is fine, but
yeah.
That happened to anybody.
Yeah, it sounded like.
But if you leave without saying a word, like that reflects badly on you. Like.
And that happened the other night. We'll know, so we're gonna keep track of it.
Does that somehow answer your question, Cootie?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just trying to cover
Okay,
all bases
good.
here, all situations.
We already noticed some kind of behavior like that, so we're gonna.
We also have advisors now that look out for behavioral problems. Like if there's a guy doing that type of shady stuff, like we try to keep track of that.
Like only come for one boss and then leaving.
Yeah, we want dedicated people that are gonna help the whole the whole raid, of course. Well, that should be that. What was the last topic? That was sign ups and stuff.
Right? Yeah, we were at sign ups.
Okay. Hold on. So we could talk about raid composition, I suppose, if we're gonna make these raids happen.
It's gonna be very important for this kind of bosses, at least at the beginning.
Let's do that first then. So, are there any questions you have about raid composition, or any tips you guys have for, like, let's say, Gruul Slayer? We're gonna need a mage tank for every team, right? Are they ready to go? Stuff like that.
I was about to bring that up, since I'm a mage myself, of course. How are we looking? Have we looked into it? How are we doing on the mage tank? Because I personally have badges.
You're not
I
ready?
don't have the I don't have the gear in my inventory, but I have the badges ready, so I can buy it pretty much right now if I wanted to.
It seems like there's at least one mage in each EU team that's ready, I think, right?
Well, okay.
But
NA doesn't currently have a mage sign up.
NA doesn't have a mage tank ready, it seems. They might need help.
Well, maybe not.
Didn't
I
they
mean,
have Magisk
maybe
actually?
they
Original playing on his mage.
The
they
Magisk
just said
can't.
they cleared all T4 in like 15, or they killed bosses in like 15 minutes. So
Who?
Solaris.
Well,
Already downed everybody.
that's a different guild. That's not
I,
us.
I know, but I'm saying if they've done it that fast, they might not even. I mean, they might even skip those kind of mechanics of like just gearing up a mage tank.
Yeah, but they are pretty cracked from.
Yeah, that's true too.
So.
They
But,
probably
I
have that
mean,
business slot
If you
already
have
made.
nothing else to do with those badges, I would say get it ready.
Oh,
I mean,
I farmed them specifically for this occasion. I don't have anything
Good.
to. Well, I could get offhand, but I have a staff right now, so it doesn't really matter anyway.
get as ready as possible to mage tank. I would say it's really good that we have extras. We never know when a mage gets the flu or whatever the hell. They get in a car crash. We
Under
never know.
30,
Oh,
sorry to
wow.
interject.
Wow.
Under
Nice.
30
What the
seconds,
fuck?
Hey
could you
guys,
explain what you
sorry.
mean with the mage tank? Exactly. What gear is in question?
Oh, you're wondering what a mage tank is, or what they're trying to what they're
Kind of,
gearing?
yeah. Yeah, I haven't done TBC, so just under
Right.
30-second rough explanation.
So from what I know with my basic info, I've done Gruul before. The first boss is a bunch of mini bosses that you have to tank at once, and it's casters, it's a melee dude, it's a big ogre. Like one of the bosses is this mage that has a shield he does that absorbs a shit ton of damage, but mages can spell steal the shield.
Yeah, I
So
thought
so
you just think about
yeah,
spells.
so the strat people do is they have a mage that has a lot of like stamina and possibly fire res. We're not sure about that yet, but I would get some fire res ready in case it's needed. Because last time we didn't prepare with res, we got punished hard. So we learned our lesson there. So, anyway, so
Virus,
what?
stamina spells. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have a mage tank that guy by stealing the shield over and over again, and he's gonna be the only guy
being
attacking
hit
him.
kept might be more important than having.
I mean, yeah, you
fire
gotta have
resistance.
hit if you're gonna tank as well, of course.
Yeah, surely.
But yeah, you'll have to talk with the other
That's it,
mages
yeah.
if you want the exact set. I don't
Well,
know
I won't be
myself.
going with you yet. I was just hoping just for a very quick overview. So yeah, it's spell steal and tank. Okay, something like twins soccer
Yeah,
almost.
it's like what the warlocks did with twins, but it's this time it's mages.
Easier than twins. It's literally like 2 buttons.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you
Alright.
speak to me, my gear is shit, so I still have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot to do. I can play only over the weekend, so yeah, anyway. Okay, that's it,
Yeah.
thank you.
There is a mage tank thread up on the Discord if you want to discuss it with other mages and get tips on what items to get and stuff like that. You guys can talk about it there for sure. We can start preparing early. So yeah, at least mage tanks are needed. Is there anything specific needed, or are we just good going with the standard ref? Like we just bring whoever the roles we need. Like there's nothing like we need a hunter or we need anything specific.
No, I think
Warlock
you need 2
is
hunters
useful
or a boomkin. You need a warlock for
banishing the
for
demon.
banish, and you need to
Enslave.
enslave one of the demons.
Yeah, you enslave, you don't
Tank with
banish it.
it.
The Fell Hunter.
Right, but we have warlocks in
Oh,
every
okay.
team. I'm pretty sure we should be fine with warlocks.
Mhm.
We're actually pretty low on hunters and healers. Not right now. I've seen.
They're saying you can do a tanking of the other guy with a boomkin or with 2 hunters.
Well, yeah, we don't have that many hunters per team,
Yeah.
so.
So it has to be a boomkin.
Anyway, we'll prepare for that, I guess. If there's nothing else about composition, then we'll just get the amount of the roles we need. But yeah.
I will have a question about that after the meeting is concluded.
Yeah, what question?
About characters, missing classes, and stuff like that, but after the meeting. Not now.
Okay. Anyway, So to prepare for raids, we also got to talk about consumables and what do we need to farm for here? Because we're a little behind. We're actually gonna make a weekly quest for people, so the whole guild's gonna try to farm some consumables. We need to get ready, man, and we're missing a lot of like stuff, like health pots and stuff. Like we need to start preparing. So yeah, we kind of want to make a list, like a definitive list on all the classes and what they want. So if you guys can just give us a few quick tips now, like what do healers want? Let's say every type of healer. Let's start with like Holy Paladin. What elixirs or flasks do they use when raiding right now?
Why is it the
Using
guild's job
Still Wisdom,
to
no?
provide consumables to people?
No, just not provide consumables. We just we want what?
Do you know what we need?
Why do you assume that people aren't prepared then?
Lots of paladin wants the HP and Alstax elixir, and some priest said they want to have the spell power and spirit. I've been asking around the guild about elixirs.
We're
And,
telling people right now to prepare, just to prepare.
Yeah.
Like you'll provide your own stuff if you can farm for it, for sure. But we want to have a stock of stuff too, just in case we need it. That happens sometimes.
By the way, can we get information what classes we are looking for? Like, especially looking for recruit.
Healers are in high demand right now. We only have one healer sign up for Team 3. We only have 2 or 3 healers sign up for Team 1. That's really bad. Before we had like 7 or 8.
Hunters,
9.
maybe warlocks.
Hunters also, yes. So.
Yeah, I think
but healers are in the high
melees
demand.
we're pretty good on, I think. We have a lot of melees right now.
Yeah, I think we would need to have like a ospec list too. Like I know that lots of people is having healer ospec.
Yes, and we're gonna probably lack some when we start. So if you have a chance to gear up a healer at least a bit to help out the guild, that would be really nice.
Yeah.
And of course, if you're a healer, there is a much higher chance for a spot for loot and everything, since we don't have any.
Yeah, but it would be easier to know, like if we had list or something, who has what ospec.
Yeah, exactly. But we also need the signups. We need people to sign up and to see what we are actually missing, who is playing, who's gonna play, who's not gonna play, etc. So let's sign up tonight as much as we can. So by Friday we know what's going on.
Yeah, but like I'm signing up as balance and elemental, but like a Jubet has almost better healer gear, but it's not his main spec, so it's hard to sign up as a healer if you are mainly balance.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I don't think it is. If your healer spec is geared enough, we'll get you to heal.
Yeah, but like, of course, I sign up as what I want more to do than healer, so
right.
the spec list will be helping on healer.
Yeah,
like,
well, when we're forming the teams, of course, we'll ask people if they can swap to healing or whatever. Like, if you don't have enough healers, we need more, of course.
Yeah.
But
I chance you both has healer spec.
If you want to see stuff like this beforehand, you could do what Sila had does do with the signups already, because you had this whole mark if you're an alt of a certain person, you could also just put in like as heal on that text.
Yeah, that would be also good, right?
So right now, when you sign up, you can put in text.
Signups. Okay. Let me write that down.
Okay, so when you sign up right now, there's an option to put in extra text, right? That's what we added, I think.
Yep.
So I guess if you have the ability to heal if needed, and if you're ready. Like you're not shit, you don't have shit gear. You should write down that you can also heal if needed, so we know when we're forming the teams.
It's gonna help.
Yeah, please do that.
Don't touch what you can't afford.
Well, if no one is saying shit about consumables, then I guess we'll skip that crap.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
nobody had anything to add. We're gonna use. We're gonna spam flasks and potions.
yeah, we can look at the alchemy stuff a little later. Like I can just link the alchemy and look at the other recipes and see what materials we need for making any useful ones.
Yeah, I
Do
will
we
take care
want
of
to
the
create a
potions.
list of all the
Potions.
potions and stuff that we may need, and then like have people like say,
What is
"Oh,
the
I can
next
craft that on my alchemy
topic?
or something."
We covered healers. We covered composition.
So,
There are soft pryos for
do any
tire
people
items.
have any extra question about raids? Because we're gonna move on to another topic
Yeah,
soon.
one specific.
Yes.
Whitewash has soft reserved an item for the Sunday raid, but has signed up for the Friday raid. That's a bit
That's a
confusing.
mistake.
What the hell?
Hmm?
Okay, I mean, I mean, it's not gonna count if he's not in the raid.
Yeah, of course not.
Someone will have to tell him that, I guess. I mean,
usually
before
before
the
the
raid,
raid-
guys, before the raids start, we'll check the reserves. I mean,
Yeah,
we're not gonna close
officers
the
and their
reserves
leaders
until
check.
they're all set in stone. So we'll fix that before the raids start. No worries.
Yeah, that's just a mistake, probably.
Does anyone have a question about sign-ups or whatever, like anything really important about raids that they need to know? All right, good. Then we can move on to the next topic, which will be the tier 4 tokens. Actually, we had a big thread going on trying to figure out what the hell, if we should we prior these or let people roll. What's going on here? Okay, you can reserve them right now, so well, I'm sure people want to know if they'll be prior or not, right?
I think that also kind of depends how actually difficult the raids are. Do you want to give them to the tanks and healers first as a priority, and then DPS has some list?
Yeah,
Like
we
I don't
kind
have
of
an
We
example,
already
but
have a
I know
decision
that
on
Yeah,
that.
math
Yeah,
is done.
we
so
talked about it, and our view right now is that the raids might not be as hard anymore as they were at the end of like vanilla. So we're thinking most of them will not be priored at all. If you reserve it, you'll have a chance of getting it, but try to be smart about it, right? Don't you know? Don't pick a crap item. You know, like most of the set bonuses aren't too good, except for one. Apparently, the Warlock set bonus is actually pretty good. So
Yep.
we
it makes a
decided
big
that
difference.
we decided that that's the only one that will be prioed. So if you are a Warlock and the what's the Fallen Hero drops, those tokens drop, and you have reserved them, you will get prio on those. But the other people who can either before the raid not reserve them then if there's a Warlock that wants them, or you can keep reserving it and you get a point for it, so you get prio next time it drops. So you know you still get a benefit for not getting your main item that raid. So even if somebody gets an item over you, like your time wasn't wasted, you still have a point, you still have extra prio next week. So don't get discouraged from soft reserving just because you're fighting with somebody, but know that I think we'll only prio the Fallen Hero one for Warlock specifically, because it seems to be the only good set bonus right there.
Yes, we were
But
only
everything,
mentioning a
yeah,
protection paladin as a chance for prio, but that's gonna be decided a bit later as we're gonna see how we are progressing through raids. If
yeah.
our tanks have issues, we're gonna maybe prior them to paladins only. The other one, I forgot the name. Sorry, of the token.
That's the
Champion, is it?
defender.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, champion.
yeah.
Okay.
I thought.
So yeah, if Paladin tanks are really struggling, and if the raids are as hard as they are, we can maybe later amend it and make it so Paladins get prior because they're gonna need it in case it's that hard. So, but if it's not, then it's just Warlocks. That's our idea right now. So, yeah, if you're going for the
Questions?
tier 4 stuff, go ahead and reserve them.
Shouldn't be too much of an issue because mages don't really give a fuck about it since most of them are running spell strike set, and hunters. I've seen something about the Beast Lord set from dungeons being fixed, so they might want to run that.
It's really good now apparently.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
prioritizing Fallen Hero for Warlocks seems like only reasonable idea.
Yep.
I was gonna mention something on the prio stuff. I think it should only be prioed if the soft reserves are at the same level as someone else. So say like a tank is trying to go for their tier as well as someone else like a DPS or something, but they're at the same soft reserve, and after like 2 or 3 weeks, each have like 2 or 3 points. When it does drop, it should be prioritized to the tank. But say that person still has 2 or 3 points and they reserve it next week, but the next week another tank, like a new tank, comes in and reserves it. It shouldn't straight go to them. It should still go by point system.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, of course.
It's still point system, of course.
Yeah.
That's what it's there for.
That's why we say prioritization is on same point level, so to say. If two people like Warlock and I don't know who's in the same token class, mages probably have the same points. Yeah, then of course, that's a prioritization. Yeah.
We have 2 more prior things. Head of McFerrin and DSP.
Yeah,
If
head of
nobody has
McFerrin won't be having any priors, so that's if you want the ring, you can reserve it if you want. Or if no one wants the ring, then we're all gonna just free roll on it, like whoever needs it. I mean, main spec, off spec first, of course, but just saying.
As always.
Like the head is just a regular item. And the last item that is probably a big point of contention could be the Dragon Spine trophy, right? That's like a very coveted item. There's one in every expansion. Is that one gonna have prio? Yes, it is. It's gonna have prio. I guess it's gonna be just like the dragon. Fuck, what's it called? Dragon. Fuck, what's it called?
Drake Fang Talisman.
Drake Fang Talisman.
the other thing that also sounds like a drug.
Yeah, it's gonna be prior to dual wielders first, apparently. Shamans and rogues, and then it's gonna be cat druids.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who plays cat druid?
Shira wanted to, but he'll never get a chance. He's gonna tank forever.
Poor guy. Anyway, but then it's between hunter, paladin, and warrior. They'll have, I guess, equal prio, but I don't know if arms goes for it. That's up to them, I suppose.
Well, I posted like but not really.
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
not really. Okay,
it's
that's
better than Hourglass. That's all I have to say. So we would go for it.
After we
Technically.
get it, you will have a chance. For
right,
it.
But yeah.
After dual wielders get it.
But after dual wielders, it's hunter, paladin, warrior, and then after that, it's all the tanks.
Can I ask something, by the way?
Go ahead.
As we now allowed the alts come on to different teams, will they be outranked by currently members? Like if I come with the Jubeth, what's my alt, to group 1, like I signed up, will I lose my roles to somebody who's with main?
Right now,
that's based on attendance. So you have to differentiate, or at least for the future. For now, right now, when we start a new raid phase, everyone is on the same attendance score. So there, here, overall, we use main over all spec. If you consistently come with an alt to one team, always the same, then of course you gain attendance score, and you will be considered as, let's call it, raid main, so to say. Yeah, that's your raid main on that team. Yeah. And if someone else joins after with a lower attendance score, of course, you still have higher prio based on attendance.
But also, if they pick and if they come and help us with an important role, right? I mean,
Yeah, like if
Yeah,
I
that's not
bring
a thing. It's just because he was referring to in-game guild ranks. Yeah, like the member thing and the org thing. That's the in-game guild rank. But
oh, the in-game guild ranks,
yeah,
they're just for the guild. That's just
Yeah.
so we know who your
Yeah,
main
but-
is.
yeah, but like Aicha is my main. I'm going to try raid on group 3 with Aicha. And if I bring Jubet, he was just talking about that having alt to come as members for the raid team. Do they start as a member of the raid team, or do they start with the alt style?
Oh, wait, you want to switch basically when you want to switch your character.
No.
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 If I raid in 2 teams, will I be same rank in both teams?
No. Your rank is
Team
team-based.
Yeah, but I mean like, will Jubet be same ranked as Aicha in?
Everybody will be
If
treated the
you're-
same, but we're gonna ideally try to not have any alts at the beginning.
Yeah.
We'll only fill up with alts when needed. Is the plan right now.
The ideal case is that, but
Yeah.
we're gonna have ults in
Yeah.
both teams for sure at one point, and
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
of
I
that,
mean-
we need those ults, especially healers or tanks.
Yeah.
And we need to reward those ults if they're coming every week and they're showing up as before.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if.
So if you're consistent every Friday. with your ults,
To maybe to get the point of your question, because you asked if they will be treated the same on both teams. It depends on if you consistently rate the same amount with both characters on every team, because your attendance score is team based.
Yeah, but if I come like Friday on Jubet.
Yeah.
Will it
Ignore the
be
Sunday completely. If he brings his alt to Friday team,
Yeah.
will he still be able to soft press his items? And if he is the only one to soft press, or he is the second one to soft press
Oh,
against
we are
the main
talking about
character?
soft dress, okay?
Yeah. I mean, attendance is basically ability to get loot, right?
Yeah.
yes, and
exactly.
he will be aware. He will
That's
able
what I
to
said
suppress
earlier.
and roll.
You're, yeah.
So basically, what he's asking is if he is at the same standing against that main character, if they both raid at the same time, have the same attendance.
Then
Yes,
it's
he's
the
just
same. That's
constant.
what I said earlier, because then we go by attendance score, and if you really, let's say, sacrifice your time for that team and be consistently on with that alt on that team, you be considered a, so to say, main, main on that team, so to say.
Yeah,
especially if you do it for weeks.
Yeah.
Weeks all the
that's,
time. So
that's why I was asking, because at the same time you are telling that you try not to have alts in raiding, but same time you are saying that alt is same rank as other raiders.
Yeah, we try to not have. That's what we said. We try to, especially at the start, we try to not have.
Yeah,
Over
but it
time,
sounds-
of course,
Yeah.
that can happen. Yeah.
Yeah, but it sounds like you are picking the alts like a lower rank, and then you are telling that alt is same rank as main. That's why
I think the approach is that the loot is determined by attendance only, not the guild rank.
Yeah.
But the ability to get into raid depends on the guild standing. So alts will
Finally,
have lower
Exactly.
priority to get
understand
into
it.
the raid.
Thank you. Yeah,
Correct.
I
Thank
think
you.
that fits it better. Yeah.
But loot wise, it's reserve based, like
Yeah.
what you reserved.
Do I get attendance as you bet if I don't get picked on Friday as I'm alt?
That's
Will
a
I
good
get
question.
Yeah, because otherwise then there's no point to sign up.
Didn't we
Usually,
give people
yes,
points
yes.
if they
If
came
you,
out?
yeah,
Like
sign
Yeah,
up,
it was
show
a
up, be
number one, yeah.
online. Yeah, sign up, show up, be
All I need.
online at the time of the raid start. So we see, okay, you are here. You used your time. You didn't just sign up and not come. So you actually are here to help out. Even if you can't make it into the team, you will get you will get your attendance points.
That's how we did in vanilla. Yes.
Yeah, that's how we did in vanilla too.
Then it shouldn't change then.
Will not.
But the people who are actually raiding will have the most attendance for sure.
Yeah.
If you're there 3 weeks constantly, let's say, you will have attendance higher than the one who is joining for the first time. So of course you will have a role over him, even though he's a main.
Anyway, we're done with the prio stuff at least. I think the
Wait.
the
Is your question answered with that?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, thank you. Sorry, Badin.
No problem. Anyway, yeah, the next topic is world bosses actually. So the plan before raids were announced was that we were gonna do like 4 world bosses each week. But because raids are out now, we can't really have dedicated world boss days for the weekends because we have to raid on those days now. So a lot of people have been asking what's gonna happen with world bosses, and our decision is that we'll move world bosses to 2 midweek days with 3 days apart, so that we get 2 lockouts per week. So that we're gonna do world bosses on Mondays and on Thursdays. It's gonna be the new schedule for world bosses. And of course we're gonna still use the same system there with the Suicide King point thingy, where if you come and help, you get extra prio next week. So we encourage everybody to come out and help us kill these bosses because they have really good items. They are like super biz right now. So yeah, I know. Sorry, I know midweek isn't optimal for most people, but it's the best we can do right now. So that's what we'll do. So try to come out and we'll do swaps. We'll try to get everyone loot if possible. We'll do our best.
Yeah, even though you don't need any loot or you don't get anything from those plus points, it's really good to gear up other people from the guild, so our progression and raids are much easier and faster. And of course, if you need to gear up your alt, you will bring it up and we will try to let him roll on it if nobody from the mains need it, as always.
Yeah. But yeah, Mondays and Thursdays we'll announce that and we'll make signups for that for sure. So that's the new days we'll do world bosses. Same time though, 18 server time.
We should have signups for it, so it will be out there on the Discord.
Yeah. And we also had questions. Some people were wondering if we could sneak in world bosses on the same days as the raids, and right now, no. Let's focus on the raids. We have no idea how long they'll last, if we'll keep wiping or not. We don't know how hard they are. We don't have time for that. Let's just start with just doing the raids on the weekends for
We
those
sort
teams.
of know how hard they are for now. I mean, both of them are cleared in like 15 minutes.
We don't know how good. We
20
don't know
minutes.
who's coming to the teams. We don't know who's signing up. We don't know if we have enough people. So we
That's
don't
what
know
we
how
said
hard it's
for
gonna be.
now. For now.
For
Yeah,
now,
First,
for now.
let's focus on raids.
For now, we'll focus on the raids. When they become easy enough, where we clear them really fast in like an hour.
So Pedal just Pedal just posted that Gruel's killed in 1 minute 30 seconds.
That's good.
Just an FYI. So unless they do some major fixes the next couple
that
days,
shouldn't happen, right? That's a long fight. That's a
that
long
should be like
fight.
a 3-minute fight.
No, that's
fuck it. Let's
So,
fuck him right now. No, I'm kidding.
Unless they do some major buffing and major fixes, I don't think they're gonna do the fixes, but they're probably gonna buff the shit out of it. I don't think it's gonna be that hard.
There will be a mythic version later when you're gonna get extra pieces of loot.
Yeah, next week.
So the teams can decide then if they want to try mythic, but for now we'll just stick to normal because that's all that exists.
Yeah.
And
always progression is on the first place.
but if it's that easy, then we could maybe totally make a team 4 happen on Saturday. Just bring all our alts.
Well, I'm saying if it's that easy,
Yeah.
I think including world bosses should be expected.
Yeah.
Well,
at one point,
just for now, we'll keep it safe and just do it on Monday and Thursday. We're not gonna go back on our word, so that's that. But later on, we could maybe change it when we know how easy
that
it
was
is.
the plan. If we start cleaning it fast, we have extra time. They're gonna be included before or
Totally.
after. We're gonna decide that at that
Well,
point.
yeah, okay. I just wanted a clarification on it because if they are included, I wanted them on the soft reserve list for loot.
Oh, but we know we don't want to do that. We want to separate completely the world bosses loot from our
But
progression
you
raids.
shouldn't, because it's just as good as T4. Like it's
Yeah,
not
Because
like
you want the soft
it's
reserve?
but this one is
yeah.
farmable every 15 minutes for every 3 days, while the raids are not.
Yeah, I understand that, but often we're only going to do it still like once a week. Like Tuesday and Wednesdays are kind of optional. They're not like we're going to do it again.
Yes, that's why we want to separate them at the beginning, so we can separate the raid loot from the world bosses loot to keep it cleaner, simpler for everybody, more understandable, transparent. And then later on, if you have a chance, we'll try to merge them. But for now, we don't have an option to do it to be proper and clearly for everybody.
But yeah, we'll encourage everyone to do these. We want everyone to get these. Like, if you want to get those insane pieces, come out on Monday and Thursday, and we'll
I
try to
did
get
those
you those.
bosses 12 or 13 times in one day, and I only got chance to loot once. Doesn't matter because we're giving other people. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Army, what the fuck are you
5,
doing?
4,
Helping.
3, 2, 1.
It's not important right now, but okay.
Anyway, so yeah, that's world bosses for now. But it could totally change, and it probably will change, because we want to get these pieces for all the main raiders. So, like, we have it in mind, but we just want to focus our attention on the raids right now.
Correct.
It could get buffed. We don't know. Like,
And I hope it does.
anyway, so that's the world bosses. Do you guys have any questions about world bosses before we move on? Like any other extra questions, or maybe someone hasn't done them yet or doesn't understand how they work. We could clarify it for you now. You know, if you haven't done it. Nothing. All right then.
I haven't, but I can get on it easily enough. Didn't get a chance. I was busy with
what?
everything this week.
You have a question?
Not specifically. I know that the fights are short. You said that they can be done once every 3 days. We're gonna have 2 extra days during the week, which we may or may not be able to attend, but they're off the official raiding time. So.
Are you
That's
asking
all.
about world bosses or about raids right now?
Something in between. Sorry, I'm very tired. It's past
Okay.
But
Well,
yeah, we're gonna
the world
separate.
bosses, what we do with world bosses is we kill them over and over again, and then we swap people out so that everyone gets a chance at loot, pretty much. That's what we do.
Oh, sorry. So you do multiple
Yes.
times on the same day. Oh, that
On
makes
the
sense.
on the dedicated world boss days, the whole guild gathers and we kill them for like 3 hours straight.
Got you. That was part of the question.
That's what we're doing. And if you show up, you'll get extra prio next week if you don't get your item you want. So, or if you don't get an item for your main spec, pretty much. That's how it works. But we need the whole guild to come out, especially for Kazak, because that guy can be tough if we don't have enough damage or healers. So, yeah, we need the whole guild to come help. But yeah, that's what we're doing on World Boss Days. Sorry, Intimidator, you had something?
No. I was just adding on. You said everything.
Okay.
We can continue the next topic if we have more.
We're almost done pretty much. But yeah, with Team 4, we want to I want to again encourage people to like, if you have a decent alt that you don't know if you can raid with or not, sign that guy up to Saturday and see what happens on Saturday, pretty much. But don't sign up on any of your mains on Saturday unless you think there's not enough spots for you. Then I guess try signing there too. But mostly we want to just encourage people to sign their mains on the main days, which is team 1 and 3 and team 2. So please sign up for those mainly. And then if you still have if you still feel like raiding more, sign your extra characters to Saturday, or if we call upon you to heal, you can come on one of the main days too. But for the most part, you're not so geared alts, bring them to Saturday instead. We could totally have an alt raid going on if enough people do that. But focus on the main days. Yeah, I think that's it.
I had a question.
Go ahead.
If you could attend, say someone could attend all the teams, but for Team 1, for instance, there's already 4 warrior tanks signed up. Is it selfish or okay for me to go to a different team
It's
just so
no,
that I make
no,
it?
no, no. It's not selfish. What's gonna happen is you will show up to every single day you've signed up. You will show up, and then before the raid, we're gonna ask people like, "Hey, there's 4 tanks now. Can any of you raid on the other day? And if you can, we'll move you to that day." And that's that. Like, it's not selfish at all. But we're gonna ask you before the raid too. Like,
Okay,
if you can
thank
raid
you.
multiple days, you should be ready to swap to the other teams if needed. Because the teams are not set in stone right now. This is the early days of raiding. You know, these are the first times. So the teams can change drastically within a few weeks. We don't know. We'll see. But do sign up for everything possible. You know?
Sure thing. Thank you very
They,
much.
they will also, I heard they would make the heroic keys. They're gonna lower the requirement from revered to honored.
Yes.
Should
So-
have already happened now.
Yeah, maybe it already happened.
It did clear
It
cache.
did, definitely. Yeah.
Perfect. So that means that they are actually trying to encourage people to gear up alts, and because people were complaining that getting alts was too annoying, but it's a bit easier now. So, and there's a real possibility we could get an alt raid going on Saturday. So, if you're fully prepared, you got nothing else to do, I guess work on an alt. I mean, we're gonna need alts here and there. There's gonna be spots that need to be filled, like healer spots and etc. Like,
I'd say work on your farming alt so you can self-supply.
farm, yeah. I mean, with consumables, we're all gonna try to farm and be self-sufficient as much as possible. I feel like most of the guild has most people that have alts do have a farming alt, or like someone with a gathering profession. At least I feel like most people do have that. But yeah, the goal right now is just to prepare for raids. Watch the videos. Finish up your best in slot gear. Get all your enchants ready. And get consumables ready, because we're gonna have to use them soon. So save them. But yeah, that's it. We're really excited about raids coming up. It was a bit sudden, but I think we're ready. I mean, they don't seem too hard right now, so it should be fine. I think it's gonna be nice. But yeah, I hope to see you guys on the weekend. I will be popping into some of the raid teams too to check how they're doing. Also, yeah, I'll be real busy. But yeah, tell everyone to sign up. If anyone has a question, just tell them how it works. You sign up to everything.
Sign-ups has a character limit, so I cannot write Auspec healer.
Character limit per
okay.
one sign up or multiple sign-ups?
No,
No,
character,
The
character,
text thingy.
like the text limit.
Yeah. I
Of
have
characters.
Jubet, and then Aija and only OS, even that I type it healer.
I would say just write OSH, since the only things you could write in is tank or heal as off spec.
Yeah, but,
OSH or off spec heal, OST. Is it enough for that?
No, it cuts from OS.
Shit.
So...
So anyway, the last thing we need to do is ask the people who want to raid on Team 3 if they can move the time to 1 hour earlier. That's the big topic right now that we gotta discuss.
I don't even know how many people from Team 3 we have here. A lot of them didn't show up.
You guys should probably poll that on Team 3 channel or
Yes,
something.
I was thinking about poll on Team 3 channel. We're gonna have, let's say, until Saturday to vote. On Saturday we close it up and decide. We will try to let everybody know during the weekend, during the week, to vote on it.
Well, okay. After you guys are done with that, come back in here, and we can maybe have some possible world bosses happening at the end as the guild event. So, you know, if you have time, stay. We'll do some more world bosses, I guess. Most of us are probably locked, but still, there's probably people who want to do some. So, what? Are we gonna jump into the Team 3 channel? Whoever needs to discuss time stuff now? Are we doing that?
We can, but I think Paul will sort it out.
Yeah, make the poll.
Anyway,
Oh,
it will
a
be-
poll. Okay, we'll make a poll. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Anyway, before you
Then-
start world
yeah.
bosses, I will be in Team 3 chat if someone needs to
Talk. Sure,
or have any
okay.
questions, and I will try to make a poll.
All right, so.
Thanks everybody for coming. Have a great night. We'll see you a bit later.
Thanks
Yeah,
everyone.
see you guys. Okay,
a
the people who
video-
are interested can start flying to. Can we start with Kazakh? Do we have enough people for that? Or
Can I just interrupt Varin for a second for last information? The meeting will be available as video as always. I'll upload it and we'll bring a written summation also. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, so for the people who weren't here, they'll be able to still see all this whole meeting. It was all recorded, by the way. So.
There was.
Yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
are we gonna start tracking people that are Kara tuned or not?
Maybe
Like
a week.
you should have told everyone to get the Attune add-on so we can start tracking people. Because my Attune add-on right now only shows Whitewash and myself is attuned to Kara, which I don't think is right.
That's not right.
I turned
I'm
it off
attuned
because I didn't want stuff to bug out, but I'll turn it on when we use it, of course.
Yeah, my priest is attuned. Hunter.
Also, now that Macterion is open, people should work on the Cipher of Damnation quest chain in Shadowmoon Valley, because that leads to the Tempest Keep attunement.
All right.
Oh wait, are there additional quests available now that he's open? Or will we
No,
get
they've
them
been
from
open. We just
inside?
couldn't complete them. They've been open for a while. We just couldn't complete them.
So the quest right now is to kill Mactheridon, I guess. Is that the one? I don't know if I'm on that one.
Trial of
because I did the Cipher
Naru.
of Damnation,
Trial
but
of
I
the
think
Naru,
that quest
right,
line.
let's see.
Oh, the Trial of the Naru, is it? Oh, okay, I still have one open there. Okay, I need to
Fuck! I
finish the last
gotta do
quest.
Shattered Halls. Okay, good.
Yeah,
okay,
me too.
Nice. Let's start working on those attunement quests then. We have we can continue now.
Yeah.
Where did you guys pick up the trial at Nara?
In the middle of Shattered.
Anyway,
but you need to do the Cipher of Damnation quest chain before.
All right.
Okay.
I'll say, guys, let's fly to Hellfire, kill a Fell Reaver, and then see if we can kill Kazakh. I'm gonna start pinging for world bosses then.
Speaking of Fell River, can I